Well, guys, this is an American 1105 challenge lock from Andy Ceniceros in Arkansas. I've been messing with it for a while. I did manage to get it picked in the clockwise direction one time, and then the subsequent, I don't know, dozen attempts, no luck. It wouldn't cooperate for the camera. But what I have noticed is it picks counterclockwise. I'm able to do it that way fairly regularly, routinely. So I know it's not an open, but some locks, for some reason, pick in the opposite direction. So I'm going to pick it counterclockwise rather than bore you with 12 failed attempts. I do have a key here, but it's mummified. But let's see if we can pick it. Then I'll cut the key out and we'll open it and see what Andy has put in there to make it more difficult in the clockwise direction. Kind of odd. As I said, I did get it picked, but the camera just won't cooperate for the camera. All right, here we go. It is normal American style keyway. I'm going to use 50 thousandths in the top. Right away, you can tell we got some weirdness inside of there. When you see how much that turns, you realize we probably have some narrow gauge pins that allow it to flop around that much. Not a standard pin in it, I don't believe. I also believe that it has some counter milling. All right. You can actually pick this counterclockwise. Very delicate touch. You got enough play there. If I can get the camera to cooperate. Come on, baby, focus for me. There's a little bit there. We can pick it, and then it'll completely turn over. It will not open counterclockwise. I have a spinner. I will try it again, but I haven't been successful because the springs in this are so... There's a couple of really powerful springs in the back. It feels like on pin... I'm even having trouble counting these, but I believe there are 6 pins. 6 is a very light spring. 5 is like a spring from a deuce-and-a-half truck. 4 is very light. 3 is very light, and the rest of them kind of feel very normal. So again, it's going to mess with your tensioning. But let's try to pick this thing. I'm going to go counterclockwise. All right, light tension. It does have a lot of serrations in here. That was 3. That's 2 counter rotation there. Okay, that was 3 again. I got a little fault set. Little turn on the core. I don't like doing counterclockwise and not getting a true open, but I just get so frustrated with this lock. It's just time to throw in the towel on doing it clockwise. Come on, I know you're in there. There's something. There we go. Touch pin 5. Got a little slight turn on the core. Got a good fault set going. And I'll make sure it's not open. And it is. We got an open, but the wrong direction. So you will not get an open bill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and rotate him up about like that. Not quite locked again. Then I'm going to grab my spinner. And because it's got a spring, I'm going to wind it twice. For a little, maybe it'll be a little bit faster. We can overcome. Come on, cock for me. Let me turn that just a little bit so I can see it. Put them in there. Maybe we can spin past that powerful spring. Yes. Nope. It spun it to a very deep fault set, though, which I've had before, but with no luck on this thing. Let me just give it a shot real quick. That is a very deep fault set, so maybe we got past what I believe are the counter milled. Yeah, we got no open, though. Let's see what we got here. Looking for an easy win. Okay, nice, very deep fault set. But I'm getting a dead core again. Turn that, just get a little better. There we go, we do have an open. All right, so that kind of worked. It wasn't the fairest way to do it, but there's some nastiness in here. I just couldn't get it on camera from a full-fledged SPPing. Just don't know what was putting the kibosh on that. But we got an open, and I'm going to call it good. . Come out of there. We could have bypassed this thing. Why didn't I do that? All right, let me get my pinning tray. Move all this stuff out of the way. I will take the key. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Let me unzoom this a little bit. I really hate throwing in the towel, but sometimes you just gotta do it. But doing it this way is better than a whipped by, right? Do enough of those lately. You guys are getting better at this, or maybe I'm getting worse. I'm not really sure. All right. What a nasty looking key. Already I can see this. All right, this looks like only a 5-pin key, unless there's a 6th pin on the tip there. So everything is all the way down. Oh my God. So I'll bet there is something back there. Otherwise, why would you put a low one there to protect nothing? That makes no sense. All right, we do. Let me find a screwdriver. Let's pull this dude off of here. All right, let me lock it and do it the right way. Doesn't flop around too much. Make sure the key works. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Okay, it does hang a little, but it does work. It hangs in both directions, both counterclockwise, come on, and clockwise. Probably some true nastiness in here, so what I'm going to do, turn it 90 degrees. I suspect there's alien tech, so I'm going to put a shim right there. Grab one here. Put him right there, and I'm just going to let him ride the follower all the way through. Not that one. We'll try that one. Oh, dang it. We're getting hung up on something. Come on. Okay, we are hung up in something here. Let me pull that shim out. I'll bet something is caught. Oh crap, if I pull that out of there, we are so hosed. All right, there's definitely a T-pin in there somewhere. Let me try sliding it in from here, but it looks like a T-pin is caught in the gap. So if it's in the gap, I'm not likely to be able to shim him out. Let me see if I can't push him back. All right, there he is right down the bottom. So we've already blown it. Let me go ahead and keep that follower in there. At least we can get these pins correct. So there's pin 1. It is threaded, and this is really nasty looking. It's got machine marks on him. Serrated. I don't even know what that is, guys. That's a homemade key pin. It's got some nasty looking stuff on it. 4 is a spooled key pin. Gosh, I wish I hadn't done that. Wish I'd slid that in a little further. All right, I'm going to have to, the only way to do this now is to pull this out of the back, and we're going to lose a whole bunch. They've already popped down. No idea what order these were in. Got no clue. But you know, we got pretty good guess. We got 2 T-pins there, serrated T-pins, a serrated spool, this is one of those videos probably doesn't even deserve to be put on. Put online. I feel bad about this one. Okay, I don't see that weird looking. There he is. There's another T-pin. I just turned the keyway. See him pop down there. So in position number 4, at least, we got the T-pin right. In position number 1, we had a serrated spool. And in number 2, we had another T-pin upside down, or right side up, depending on the way you look at it. So we did have 6 pins. All right, here are the last 2. At least I didn't screw those up. So there were 6, and there's one riding on the very tip. Yep, so there was one in position 6. What in the world? I have never seen anything like that. What a weird looking chess piece that is. Okay, that was in 5. And I'm guessing that that serrated was in the last one. T-pin, T-pin, T-pin. All the springs were the same, so I don't know why I was getting that tremendous resistance. No lack of threads here. We 1, 3, and 5 all threaded. Nothing on 2 and 6. Oddly, there's some on number 1 and number 3. It looks like it's a little etched out along the shear line. I don't know why that would be, but that's what we got. We got what we got. Inside of here, we were looking at, let's see, there's the front. So 1, 3, and 5 are threaded in here as well. So it matches up with the core, 1, 3, and 5. Anyway, Andy, I'm sorry I screwed up the gutting. I did my best with the shimming, but sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. And today, guess which one I am. So there's what we got, fellas. We got my tweezers here. Well, everything on the bottom, there's a little bit of oddness to it. This one, I don't know what to make of him. That is not a standard pin. It looks like Andy cut him on a lathe and put some very rough machine marks. Remember, this is a serrated chamber. Number 2 is serrated, and I'm guessing that this is where the T-pins were. Number 3, again, it's a homemade pin. It's got some rough machine marks. So 3 was also threaded. Then we had a serrated T-pin. And then this one is not threaded, but we have what I thought would be undercutting. So that's apparently what we're snagging up on. And then another T-pin. This guy, I don't even know what to call him. A mouse hole chess piece. Got little holes cut all the way through this guy. Almost like he's hollowed out. So weird looking key pin there, homemade clearly. Serrated spool pin, and then a serrated pin in both positions in position number 6. Nasty lock. I don't know why this would be so difficult in the clockwise direction, but not so difficult in the counterclockwise. But that's the way it played out time and time again today. Anyway, I'm glad to get it over with. I'm glad to get this one out of here, and I'm happy I didn't have to do another whipped by. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal.